Hi children, welcome to the online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I am Swati, your IT teacher. How are you children? Hope you all are fine and safe. Children, so we are going to start our IT sessions. So IT, what does it mean? Yes, information technology. And it is the study of computers, hardware and software. As you all know, it is a very easy subject. In your lower classes, you have already learned about computers, I/O devices, memory, storage, etc. So, it will be easy for you to understand topics. So, let us start. Children, let us move on to the first chapter of IT, that is memory and processing units. In this chapter, we will cover some topics. And what are they? Yes, how a data is processed in a computer. Then, what are binary numbers? And different types of storage devices. So, what is the definition of a computer? Yes, computer is an electronic machine which converts data into information. So, whatever we are giving, that is the input, that is the raw data, and it is processed by the computer, and after processing it returns as a output. So that is it. Now let us see how a data is processed in a computer. Children, let us start our first chapter of IT, memory and processing units. So, you have learned that data is a set of characters and instructions that we give to the computer as input. So, here you can see a picture of input, process, output cycle. So, here input is the data that we are giving to the computer. The computer then processes the data in CPU and returns back the result, which is the output displayed on the screen. So this is the input, process, output cycle. So here whatever the data that we give is raw and unprocessed. It becomes processed data, and this processed data is called information. Let's see how the data is processed. The computer processes input and produces output. Devices which help in processing data are called processing devices. The main processing device is Central Processing Unit or CPU, which is located on the motherboard, and it is responsible for performing calculations. CPU has two parts. First one is Arithmetic Logic Unit. It is responsible for all types of calculations and comparison operations. And second comes the Control Unit, which is responsible for regulating the flow of data and control to different devices of the computer. So let's see what happens inside the input, process, output cycle. So here you can see input devices, CPU with its parts, control unit and arithmetic logic unit, and output devices. So here the CPU receives input from input devices and processes it. Thereafter the CPU uses the computer's main memory, that is RAM, to store the result of the processing. After the processing is done, the CPU sends the final result from the memory to an output device for displaying it. The control unit is responsible for this. After the output is displayed on the screen, it can be saved on the storage device if the user wants it. Otherwise, the output can also be transferred to an external storage devices like pen drive, or it can even be printed. So this is what happens inside the input process output cycle. So whatever informations that we are giving through the input devices, that is processed by the central processing unit, and we will get the output through output devices. Now let's see what happens, or which all are the devices inside the system unit. So what is a system unit? It holds all the internal components or devices of the system. Along with the processing devices, there are some more devices inside the system unit which help in the overall functioning of the computer. Which are they? Yes, SMPS, RAM, HDD, motherboard. Let's see its functioning. SMPS, or switched mode power supply, is the power box that supplies power to all components of the computer. RAM is the computer's main memory located on motherboard. HDD, or hard disk drive, is the storage device of the computer. Motherboard, the main circuit board of the computer, is called motherboard. So these are the devices inside the system unit. Children, hope you have understood all about the topics that I have discussed in this class. Please read the textbook so that you will get to more about the topic. So that's all for today. Let's meet in the next class. Bye.